Okay, friends, welcome back to another class. My name's Nate, and I'm going to be your teacher for the next hour. We're going to be talking about ice cream, something I consider myself an expert about. Some people have called me the ice cream master, but anyways, we'll be reading an article and discussing a little bit about ice cream and other desserts. And then there's some questions we can answer at the end. Just want to encourage everybody to come and do your best. I'm a pretty easy person to get along with, and I think that everybody that joins will be able to come away from class learning something really, really useful as you try to build your English abilities. So I'm going to get the links ready for everybody. Get a copy here. I'll be putting it in the Verbling chat. Then if it's not working for you, you can let me know, and I'll make sure it gets into the Google chat as well, so that we can all get a copy of this. So there it is. If you're a premium user, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and log on at this time to get a spot in class. And if you're not a premium user, you might consider that. It's a really nice thing to be able to do, to just come and jump into any class you want. If you're not a premium user, though, we still invite you to participate. If there are empty spots available in a couple minutes, then please join in, and we'll go from there. And even if the class is full, everyone is invited to join us in the Verbling chat and participate that way. The document will be available for you to read, and you'll be able to participate through the chat. Just the speaking part of class will not be available to you if that's the case. So we'll get ready to go here as soon as we get a few people to join us. It looks like that's starting to happen right now. Tan, it's nice to have you. Welcome to class, my friend. How are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing really good, thank you. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's hello, Bruno. How are you doing? It's nice to see you back from last class. Thank you for rejoining me today. Appreciate that. Also, we have Man joining us again, and Chiho. How are you? I don't think we've met before, have we?
Hello, guys.
Hello, Man. How are you doing?
I'm fine, very good. How are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bruno, and I can hear you, Man. You guys are doing great. Happy to see we have Kubra again in the chat. Nice to have you joining us again. Glad you're here.
What do you prefer to call? Do you want me to call you Nate, or do you want me to call you teacher?
Whichever you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with either. If you want to call me teacher, you can. If you want to call me Nate, that's fine. That's fine also. Okay.
Uncle Nate.
Yeah, a lot of people call me Uncle Nate. Rod, how are you doing?
A lot of people don't know you. They are new.
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't know how that started, but a lot of people started calling me Uncle Nate. So if you want to call me Uncle Nate, you could call me Uncle Nate.
Those guys don't enter. What happened with them?
Yeah, I don't know where they are. That's crazy. My nephews and nieces, I have to go find them.
What are they? They are natives.
Yeah. Well, okay, and I see Elizabeth's back with us in the chat. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us again. Yeah, first fleas and now dessert. I don't really agree with you that they're similar topics. Not for me, at least. I'm not going to eat a flea. I don't know about you guys, but...
No, it's not a thing I like to eat on lunch.
I don't think you could even taste a flea. They're so small. Anyways. Well, anyways. Well, let's begin class. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nate. I'm from Nevada, and I'm a Spanish teacher and also a coach, and I'm a verbally English teacher. So I'm here. I'm happy to be with you for the next class. And what we're going to be doing is we'll have some conversation, and we'll be able to talk about a topic to get ourselves going. Then we have a little bit of reading and some questions. And I think probably the most important part of class is going to be your questions. And so I just want to invite everybody, whether it be in the Verbling chat or live, please feel free to ask questions, because that's something that's a very important part of learning, and I love it when my students ask questions. So I just want to encourage you to do that. Okay. So we're going to start. We're going to be talking about a kind of food today. What do you guys think of when you hear ice cream? What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Oh, for me, it might be strawberry.
Okay, you like strawberry. Okay,
Yes.
excellent. Anybody else have a favorite kind of ice cream?
I like coffee.
Coffee ice cream?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else have any favorites?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay. I see Elizabeth says macadamia. What is the strangest flavor of ice cream you've ever heard of?
Sweet.
Lemon.
Sweet.
Lemon? Sweat?
Sweet.
What's
Can you
that?
write that?
Wait.
Squid?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Squid.
I think it's
Yeah.
from Japan.
No, I understand you. I understand you. Did you eat it?
No, but I've heard it from somewhere. I don't remember.
I don't think I'd want to eat that. I don't know.
It
There's-
doesn't look. It will taste good.
There's an ice cream.
Ice cream flavor?
In my country. They make ice cream about dishes. For example, hamburger ice cream or
What?
ceviche.
I'm sorry, where are you from, Rod? I forgot.
Peru.
In Peru. They have hamburger
Yeah.
ice cream?
Spaghetti ice
Oh.
cream.
Spaghetti.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know how they make those kind.
Oh my god. Really?
Uh,
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That,
Uh,
yeah.
no joke. No joke. That's
Maybe
true.
we should. What do you think? Should we go back to talking about fleas?
No, please.
Okay, that's incredible. I had never dreamt there was spaghetti ice cream, or hamburger ice cream, or squid ice cream. That's amazing. You guys are amazing. You're definitely teaching me. And I thought I had eaten a lot of ice cream in my life, but maybe not. Okay. Well, ice cream is a very common dessert all over the place. People eat ice cream for many, many different reasons. It's good. Sometimes there are traditions where people will eat ice cream just so they can, it's like a tradition for certain holidays. You eat it to cool down. Tonight we're going to read an article where there's the author, or the person who's writing the article, is talking about ice cream. Okay? And to answer the questions, or do our best with the questions about the article, and then we'll finish off by saying you know, what kind of vocabulary do we need, or things like that. I'd be happy to help you. Okay. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm getting a message from Verbally. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't hear you. What did you say? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a link to our document. Okay. And this is just a reading. There you are. I see Sebastian. I just got a note from Verbling, actually. It says it's all fixed now, so we're good to go. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm here now. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's continue on. I'm giving you a link to the document we're going to be reading from. I've got it in the Verbling chat, and I'll also stick it over here in the Google chat for those of you that may not be able to see that in the Google chat, or excuse me, the Verbling. Please just go ahead and say yes when you have the document open, so I know who's working.
Talking about the ice cream.
Yes, sir, the ice cream one. Okay, I see Tan has the document. Anybody else have it?
Yes.
Okay, Bruno, thank you.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. So, let's take a look at this document. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is shorter than the previous document we read. This is only 5 paragraphs long. But we're going to want to look at it very carefully and see what we can do about answering our comprehension questions correctly. So I really want to encourage you, before we start reading, if there are some words you don't understand, please pause me, say, hey, Nate, what does this word mean? Or type it in the Verbling chat, and I'd be happy to help you, okay? That way you'll get the most out of it. Let's start with the first one. Who'd like to read the first paragraph?
Me?
Okay, Bruno, why don't you, or excuse me, Man, why don't you go ahead?
Okay. Ice cream choices. For 2 months I have been trying to decide who makes the best ice cream. I have narrowed it down to my 4 favorite manufacturers. Randall Farms, Goodies, Disco, and Twinkle. Let's
Very
start
good.
with the...
Very good, very good. Just that first paragraph, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Man. What is a manufacturer?
It's a makeup product.
Very good.
Industrialized.
Somebody who produces a product, right? What did you say, Bruno?
Industrialized. Industrial.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear you. Can you repeat it one more time?
Industrial.
Very good. Industrial, yes. A manufacturer.
Like manager, manufacturer, manager.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yes. A manufacturer is somebody who manages and produces a product. Okay? So what are the 4 manufacturers mentioned?
Randolph Farms.
Okay, Randolph
Goodies.
Farms, Goodies,
Twinkles,
Twinkle, and
Disco.
Disco. Excellent. Now, if you were just reading this, how would you know these are names?
Because they have the capital letter at the beginning.
Yes. Very good. In English, the capital letter shows a proper noun or a name of something, so that's very important. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through paragraph number 2. Who would like to read this one?
Me?
Okay,
Nate.
Rod, go right ahead.
Okay, let's start with Randolph Farms. Randolph Farms make very good ice cream. They have lots of different flavors. but this doesn't really matter to me. That's because I always get coffee flavor. They make the best coffee ice cream in the world. I've never had hot coffee to drink, but people tell me that Randall Farms coffee ice cream tastes just like the real thing. Also, Randall Farms uses all natural ingredients to make their ice cream. It is a good idea, I think.
Very good. Excellent reading. Thank you very much. Any questions on the vocabulary there?
What means nerd? Or the first paragraph?
Bruno, you'd like to read?
What?
Did you say you would like to read?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
I want to know the meaning of narrow.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for the sentence it's in.
It's on the first paragraph.
I have narrowed.
I have narrowed it down. Okay. The word narrow, do you know the word wide?
Why? Yes.
Yes? It means very, yes, a lot of space. Narrow is the opposite, so very thin.
Oh, okay.
If I say the phrase, I'm going to narrow it down, that means I'm going to eliminate many things and have just a few choices to discuss.
Okay.
Okay, that's a really common phrase, narrow it down, like that. Okay, that was a great question. Thank you. Any other questions before we go on?
No.
Okay, excellent. Let's read the next paragraph then. Do I have a volunteer to read that?
May I?
So,
Of course. Yeah. Tan, go ahead.
Yes. Second, we have Goodies. Goodies makes excellent ice cream. Like Randolph Farms, Goodies use all natural ingredients. They only make 3 different flavors: strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. But they make them very well. The strawberry is amazing. Every bite of it reminds me of the strawberries that I used to pick behind my old house. The vanilla is wonderful. It is very smooth and has a refreshing, creamy taste. The chocolate is outstanding. It is made with real cacao beans from Bolivia. I didn't know where Bolivia is, so I decided to look for it on a map. After hunting a while, I discovered that it is in South America. That's a long way to go to get cacao, so it must be good. I would say that the only drawback to Goodies ice cream is that they only make 3 different flavors.
Very good reading. Thank you. I want to help you with one word, cocoa.
Cocoa.
Cocoa. A cocoa bean is what they make chocolate out of. Okay? And sometimes you might hear somebody say, I want to drink hot cocoa. That's like saying hot chocolate. Okay? And in cooking, they have cocoa powder. It's just a form of, it's produced from the cocoa bean. Okay?
Yes.
There was one word in there I think maybe we want to look at. I'm going to type it here. Drawback. Has anyone heard the word drawback before?
No.
Yes.
No.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so maybe about half of us. For those of you who have heard the word drawback, how would you describe that? If something is a drawback.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Very good, Ross. A disadvantage. Let me think of a sentence how I could use that. When the athlete was injured, it was a big drawback to his career. Okay? Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. Drawback.
Okay, excellent. Another word in there, hunting.
Hunting.
What does it mean to go hunting?
To hunt animals?
Right, exactly. Hunting can be hunting animals. Going out to, you know, kill animals. Is that what he's talking about here?
No, it's to search.
Yes.
Search will find.
Search.
Very good.
Yeah, search.
Yeah, here hunting is another synonym for search or look for. Very good. Okay, let's continue on then with the next paragraph. It's not too long, but it's a good one.
I can read.
Okay, go right ahead, Kubra.
Third, we have Disco. Disco ice cream is okay. They don't have many good flavors. Actually, the only Disco flavor I like is bubblegum. It is vanilla ice cream with little chunks of bubblegum in it. After you eat the ice cream, you can blow bubbles with the gum. That's pretty fun. Finally, there is Twinkle. Twinkle ice cream is
Mediocre. Mediocre.
mediocre. The only good thing about Twinkle is that it's relatively inexpensive. You can buy a whole carton of Twinkle ice cream for $4.50. That's only 2 weeks allowance for me.
Very
Finished.
good. Only 2 weeks allowance.
Allowance.
There were a few different words in there that I thought maybe we should look at. The first one, mediocre.
Not bad, but so-so.
Very good. So-so. Not bad, not really good, just so-so. That's mediocre. Okay? That's a great definition. Thank you. I couldn't have explained it better myself. Thank you. What about when
Sorry,
it says...
what is it?
It means not bad, not really bad, not really
Yeah,
good, just
it means
so-so.
Average.
Average. Very good.
Thank
Okay.
you, Nick.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank Chiho. She got it. Okay. Next one I thought maybe we should look at is relatively. It said it is relatively inexpensive.
In comparison.
In comparison? Okay. So in comparison, it is inexpensive. Very good. It is relatively inexpensive. And at the very end, the author says, that's only about 2 weeks allowance for me.
It's allow.
It does come from the word allow, but this is a noun, actually.
It has to be with money, right?
Yes, it does have to do with money. Liz, could you please
Oh,
do me a
yes.
favor? Could you turn on this light?
The
It's a little
allowance.
shadowy. Sometimes, like when a kid does chores in their household, their parents will pay them an allowance. Okay? And so an allowance is the money someone receives for doing work. Okay? So here we can assume this is a kid, and they said that's only 2 weeks allowance for me, or that's how much money they would earn in 2 weeks.
What is carton?
A carton?
Yeah.
Carton is a container, usually made of cardboard, and here it's full of ice cream. So it'd be like a container.
Okay.
Okay.
And the price? The price is
What does it mean, chinks?
$4.50.
Chinks.
$4.50, Bruno.
Okay.
Okay.
What does it mean, chinks?
Chunk.
I'm not seeing. I'm not sure what you're asking me.
Little chunk of bubble gums.
Oh, a little chunk. Yeah, a chunk is
Vanilla
like,
ice cream with little chunks or chinks.
yeah, little chunks. Chunks are little pieces. So you could have a chunk of chocolate, or in this case, a chunk of gum inside of the ice cream. Chunk just means a little piece. Okay.
So,
You know, I think your internet skipped out. Could you repeat that question, please?
is the author a young person?
You know, again, your microphone skipped out. Tan, is there any way you can type that question in the Verbling chat, and I'll get to it? Okay, I just couldn't understand you. I'm sorry. And I'm looking at a question from the Verbling chat. Morrison says, what does jeopardy mean? Jeopardy is like a risk. Okay, I don't know where that's found in this article. Okay, Tan, you're saying, is the author a kid? That's a very good observation. Yes, I think they are, because they're only earning $4.50 for 2 weeks, and an adult, I don't think an adult would be working for an allowance of $4.50 a week, probably. Okay, that was a great question. Let's skip on to some of the questions then. We'll get through as many as we can. Sebastian, do you want to read the first question for us? Please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Which of the following will be the best title for this passage? I read everything?
Sure.
Okay. A. Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, and bubblegum chew. B. The four top ice cream manufacturers. C. The finest ice cream in the world. Or D. Picking the best ice cream manufacturer.
Okay. Now, this is kind of an opinion. It's asking what's the best. But go ahead and type in the chat what you think is the best answer there. You got to think, what is the whole purpose of this reading? What was the author trying to do here?
I think it's D.
Okay, there's one opinion. Any other opinions?
C.
Okay.
A.
Okay.
Letter
Well,
D2. D2.
okay. Well, we have votes for every one. Let's talk about it a little bit. This is my opinion, okay? A good title is going to summarize the main idea of the whole passage, right? And let the reader know what they should expect if they continue reading. So, let's look at the first paragraph again and try to find if there's something that tells us what is this whole article going to be about. Anybody see a sentence that makes sense there?
My four favorite manufacturers.
It does say my four favorite manufacturers. That is true. What are the very first words, though?
Best ice cream.
For 2 months, I have been trying to find what?
I have been trying to decide who makes the best ice cream.
Right.
The best.
Yeah, so I think that is going to be the main idea here. Picking the we don't know. They definitely do talk about the four manufacturers, and they talk about different flavors, but the whole purpose here is to help pick the best ice cream manufacturer. Therefore, D is the correct answer.
Yay!
Okay, good job. Good job. Let's go to the next one. I think, Roz, you got that one right too, didn't you? I thought I heard you say D. Okay. Who would like to read number 2?
Yeah.
I would.
Okay, man, go ahead.
If the author want to get a scoop of coffee ice cream, where would he or she probably go?
Okay. Go ahead and type your answer in. If they wanted good coffee ice cream, where would they go?
The A. Randolph.
Very
Yes.
good.
B.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of correct answers there. The answer is
Letter B.
Randolph Farms, right?
Yeah.
So the answer is A. A.
Oh,
Okay. Goodies. What kind of ice cream does Goodies make?
Goodies.
It said they only made strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, so it didn't even talk about coffee. And then Disco ice cream, they said the only good one was bubble gum.
They made 3 different flavors.
Yeah, Goodies made 3 different flavors, right? So the answer there is A, Randolph Farms. Okay. Now number 3, there's a really good point here I wanted to point out. In paragraph number 1, the author used a colon. A colon looks like 2 dots on top of one another. It's punctuation. And what they're used for is they're used to separate different parts of a sentence. So the part before the colon will introduce an idea, and it can stand alone as a sentence, but the part after the colon gives more detailed information. Okay? So if you use that information, which of the following sentences contains correct use of a colon? Okay, this is like a grammar question. So we want to say the part in front could be a sentence on its own, and the part behind is more detail.
It's C.
Raz, you think C?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. Part C is correct use of a colon. Okay, that's a tricky one actually. Sometimes people don't use a colon
why
correctly.
is not C?
It is C. C is correct.
C.
Yes. Okay. A and B. A and B can't be correct because the part in front is not a sentence on its own, and D is not correct because the part that comes after the colon, it's not giving more information about the part in front, and so the correct answer there is going to be C. Okay. Let's move on to question number 4 here. Who'd like to read this question?
I want to read.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Javier.
Okay. Yeah, okay. According to the passage, the author likes Randolph Farms ice cream because it is a natural, is made in Bolivia, comes in many flavors.
Okay, very good. And then you have different combinations down there. So take a look at that closely. Why does the author like Randolph Farms ice cream?
A.
Okay, we have one guess for A.
It's D.
We have a vote for D. Maria, what are you doing in the chat? Maria said F. There is no F. That, I can't say that's right because there's no F. So we have one vote for D, one vote for A.
Maybe D?
Another vote for D. I see in chat another vote for A. So that seems to be the two that we are looking at here, I'm going to tell you the answer is
B. Oh my God, don't say it.
I'm going to tell you.
Whoa,
Who is muting
You're
him?
I don't know. We cannot hear you, Nate.
Yeah,
You're muted, teacher.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're muted.
we can't hear you.
Right when I was going to give the answer, somebody muted me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The answer is A. Okay. It's A. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
main reason is A.
They talked. She talked about it was made in Bolivia, but that's not really why she liked it, and it didn't really come in many flavors. It only had a few flavors. So A is the reason. It was all natural. Let's go on. Let's go to question number 5. Chiho, would you like to read that?
Okay. In paragraph 3, the author writes, "That's a long way to go to get cocoa, so it must be good." Using this information, we can understand that the author believes that A. Goodies loses money on sale of chocolate ice cream. B. Bolivia makes the best cocoa in the world. C. Things that are hard to get must be high quality. D. Cocoa from the United States is not very good.
Okay. So this one's a little bit tougher. I have people writing the answers in. 10, thank you for putting number 5 in your answer, because I'm looking and I don't know where people start and stop. That's a great idea. So 10 thinks it's C. App C. Sebastian B. The answer is C.
Oh.
Okay. We can know that because she says, that's a long way to go to get cocoa, comma, so it must be good, because she's expressing, since it's far away, that must make it good. If they'll go that far to get it, it must be good. Okay. So, number 8. Ross, would you mind reading 8 for us? What am I saying? Not 8, 6. Number 6.
What did you say? My computer hanged out for a
Oh,
while.
I'm sorry. Would you be able to read question number 6 for us?
Question 6. Okay.
Yeah.
According to the passage, the author likes disco ice cream because it A. is relatively inexpensive, B. has bubble gum in it, C. is made in Bolivia, D. is okay.
What's the answer to that one? What do you guys think?
B.
Yeah, A.
Yeah. A lot of people putting the right answer. It's B. How do we know she likes to have bubblegum in it? What does she say in there that tells you that?
You can blow it at the end.
Yeah, she's talking about blowing bubbles and things she likes to do. Very good.
That's
Okay.
pretty fun.
Yeah, she says that's pretty fun. So obviously she likes it. Very good point. Very good point. Okay, number 7.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, my friend. Okay. Who'd like to read 7?
thanks.
Rod, do you want to read 7 for us?
Me.
I'm gonna go ahead, Sebastian. I think you were asking to, right?
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to read it, it's okay.
We'll give
Man.
everybody will have a turn.
Okay. 7.
It's okay, you
According to the
can read
passage-
it. You can.
Thank you,
Okay,
man.
thanks. According to the passage, how is Randall Farms ice cream different than Goody's? 1. Randall Farm has many different flavors and Goody does not. Randall Farm use all natural ingredients and Goody's doesn't. Randall Farm is very expensive and Goody is not.
Okay. So this is one that's a little more complicated, but I bet you can get the answer here. For those of you that are just joining us, I put a link in the Google chat. We've been reading an article, and now we're trying to answer some questions about it. So how is Randolph Farms ice cream different than Goody's? It's either...
I think it's B.
1 and 2 only. Okay. Any other guesses?
I think there are no correct answers.
Okay, you're guessing no correct answers?
Yeah.
I think it's C. C.
C? Okay. Let me talk about this in a little bit. Can you go back to paragraph 2? In paragraph 2, you might notice that the author says Randolph Farms has lots of different flavors. But on the other hand, in paragraph 3, the author says Goody's makes only 3 different flavors. So if we use that information, we can understand that Randolph Farms has many different flavors that Goody's does not. Okay? That supports option number 1. And in paragraph 2, the author says Randolph Farms uses all natural ingredients to make their ice cream. And in paragraph number 3, the author says, like Randolph Farms, Goody's uses all natural ingredients. So by using that information, we can understand that both of them use all natural ingredients. That eliminates option number 2. And so, although the passage says in 5 that Twinkle ice cream is relatively inexpensive, it doesn't mention the price ever of Randolph Farms or Goody's. And so that eliminates option number 3. So by eliminating option 2 and option 3, the answer was A. That one was a little bit more complicated because we had to eliminate other ones, right? But that was the answer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions about that?
What does it mean, Goodies?
Goodies? That's the name of a company that produces ice cream. Okay? It also could mean if you say, I want to go eat some goodies, that's a way to say like treats or sweet things to eat.
Like a dessert?
Like a dessert, yes. But in this reading, since it's capitalized, we know that it's the name of a company. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was the answer? A or B?
The answer was A.
Right.
Yeah. So Morrison in the chat asked a great question. He said like Baskin Robbins. That's exactly it. Baskin Robbins is the name of an ice cream company, right? And I love Baskin Robbins. That's a good place. I could use some Baskin Robbins right now. Okay.
Me too.
That sounds really good. All this ice cream talk. Wow.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I know someone who worked there. I can get free.
Where do you live, man?
I live in Saudi.
Where?
I live in Saudi Arabia.
Did they have Baskin Robbins in Saudi Arabia?
There are many.
Really? Nice. Nice. I love that ice cream. That's so good. Okay. Let's go on.
I know someone who worked there. He can give me anyone I can get if I want.
So you just go in and he just gives you some?
Yes.
Oh man. That's crazy. All right. My kids, have you guys ever heard of Dairy Queen?
No.
Yes.
No.
Chico, you have?
Yes.
Yeah, Dairy Queen is it's a restaurant. They sell hamburgers and stuff, but mostly they have ice cream. All different kinds of ice cream, like desserts and stuff. And my kids work at Dairy Queen. Mm. Yes. I love you kids. I love you kids. I love when they sometimes they're like, "Hey Dad, I brought you a treat," and I'm like, "Yes." Anyways. All right. Let's get back to this story, okay? So, number 8 says, an adjective is a word that's used to describe a thing. For example, the car's fast, that word fast is the adjective, right? So, which are the adjectives used in paragraph 3? So take a look at paragraph 3, and let's see what are the adjectives. Is flavors an adjective?
No.
No.
Why not? What is flavors in that paragraph?
It's noun.
It is a noun. Very good.
Let's see.
Yeah. Is excellent? Is excellent an adjective?
Yes.
Yes.
Is old an adjective?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So the answer is C. Correct. Very good. Let's continue on. Number 9. Man, do you want to read that one? You had wanted to read before.
Of course, Wanda. Number 9. According to the author, what is the only drawback to Goodies ice cream? A cheap ingredients, expensive price, mediocre quality, a lack of flavor.
Okay.
I think it will be C.
I see Ross also typed in D and Sebastian typed in D. D is the correct answer. The other things it doesn't talk about there, so D is your answer there. Excellent. Good job. Number 10. How much money does the author receive in his or her weekly allowance?
A.
A.
Right. Why is it not B?
It's 2 weeks because
Yeah. Very good. So for every 2 weeks they got 450. So the answer is A.
B. C.
It's A. It's A. Okay.
Oh.
B was how much he got or she got for 2 weeks, but it says weekly allowance. That means the allowance for 1 week would be half of that amount.
Oh.
Okay. Very good. No, it's okay. And the next one, number 11. Kubra, do you want to read 11?
Me? Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead, Rod. I think Cooper might not be with us right now.
Okay. Given the information included in the passage, which of the following statements would the author most likely agree with? Each manufacturer has its strengths and weaknesses. The best manufacturers are the ones with the most flavors. Goodies is certainly not the best manufacturer as they only have 3 flavors. D. Each manufacturer is good for different reasons.
Okay. What are your ideas for
think
this one?
it's A.
Okay, we have 1 vote for A.
B.
Now we have a vote for A and B. Okay. I see Tan typed in D. So we got just about all of them.
B.
This is hard. In my opinion, this is my opinion. I don't think it's a good question. And this is why I think that. And you can tell me your opinion. I don't know. For me, when I look at A and when I look at D, they're saying the same thing.
No, because A is saying that there are some positives and negatives, so it's more comprehensive answer. And D is saying that each manufacturer is good for different reasons.
Oh, okay, you're right.
It's slightly lesser.
Okay, you're right, absolutely. It does not talk about weaknesses at all in D, does it? So
That's
A
why
is
I
more
think it's A.
comprehensive. Okay. You know, I'm gonna agree with Roz and say the answer is A. If you put D, that's what the writer of the book said D was the answer. I don't agree with it. I would agree with Roz because strengths and weaknesses is more comprehensive. That's a better answer. So that's very good. Man, you're asking me why not B? The best manufacturers are the ones with most flavors. The author doesn't rely on the number of flavors alone to make the decision. And so that's what would rule out B and C. Because the author was talking about more than just the flavors. And so I think that's why we wouldn't say that B or C were the answers. They talked about quality, talked about price, they talked about ingredients, not only the flavors. Does that make sense to you, man?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
But not each manufacturer also says strengths and weakness. For example, Ralph's, the first one, Ralph firm, only maybe good side. Also told us a good side, not the weakness. So because I chose D.
Oh, let's look here. Maybe that's why the author said D was the answer. Randolph Farms, can you see any weaknesses listed?
No.
That's very good. Chiho, you're right, actually. Ross, do you see how I have to agree with her?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, I think we have to.
The paragraph.
Yeah, just my opinions.
No, I
But
think
actually, the weakness is that it's very costly.
Does it say it's costly? Let's see here.
But I don't know whether it's mentioned in it.
It does not mention its cost in the paragraph. In any place, I cannot see where it says anything negative about Randolph Farms. So, it talks about the coffee flavor, lots of flavors. So, that would make A irrelevant because it does not talk about weaknesses of Randolph Farms.
Yeah.
So it's a very technical point, a very small point, but I think you've got a point that, Jiho, I think that you're right. D, that's probably why they said D, because there's no weaknesses mentioned. Okay. Number 12, what do you think she'd choose if she had to choose the best one, in her opinion? I'll give you a hint. Look at the adjective she uses. Elizabeth, I see you type in your answer. Would you type in why you think that's the answer? Okay, Sebastian's guessing goodies. Elizabeth also said goodies. Raz says goodies, goodies. Yeah. You notice when she's talking about goodies, she uses words like excellent, amazing, outstanding. And then other ones, she says some drawbacks or some negative things about. I think you're right. Probably B. And we have time for our very last question. We timed it better this time. How many weeks would it take the author to save enough money to buy 2 cartons of Twinkie ice cream? Or Twinkle ice cream? Twinkie ice cream. That sounds good. Twinkie ice cream. How long would it take her to save up to make that much? The answer is
B.
Look closely. How long would it take her? Yeah. How much does she make in 1 week?
225.
225 in 1 week. And 1 carton costs $4.50. But look closely at the question. What does the question say? How long would it take her to save enough money to buy 2 cartons? So for 2 cartons, she's going to have to save up
It's 4.
4 weeks. Or the answer is D, right? So, very interesting. You guys have done a good job tonight. There's been a lot of, to be honest with you, I feel like there's been a couple real tricky questions in there, but you did a good job at looking at them. Your reading was excellent. Are there any questions I can help you with as you get ready to finish up?
Excuse me?
Yes.
A carton and a dozen is same meaning or different? Carton ice cream and a dozen.
That's a really good question. Somebody, excuse me, and when you buy eggs come, you could say, I want a carton of eggs. In a carton of eggs, there's usually a dozen, okay? But carton just means a container. And so a carton does not mean a dozen. You know, a dozen means 12. Right?
Thank you very much.
Did I explain myself well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it could be true if you say, hey, I want a carton of eggs, you could be saying I want 12 eggs. But if you say I want a carton of ice cream, that's just like saying a small box of ice cream, so it's not 12. But if you were really hungry and you liked ice cream, you could eat 12 cartons of ice cream. Well, hey, thank you everybody for your participation. It's been another really nice class. I'll be on tomorrow night. I have two classes tomorrow night. And
Thank you very much.
I hope to see you in class. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Good night.